What tools of the trade are your favorite for supersizing and growing your business? I think I've shared my pink toolbox before, and it isn't necessarily my favorite tools of the trade, but they are the handiest things to have around the house just in case you need a tool to do a little job. I only do the little jobs myself these days. As I get older, I'm like, when I was younger, I could freaking fix anything, and now I'm like, I might just hire an expert to do that for me, or get somebody that actually is better at it than I am instead of trying to figure it all out. Although nowadays you've got the internet, you've got YouTube and everything, so it's a lot easier to fix and do things and figure things out yourself than it used to be. So tools of the trade is our idiom today. And what does this have to do with growing and building and supersizing our business? Well, my son-in-law is getting ready to go on storm. He is a power company or a power industry lineman. Like, so all of the electricity that comes to our house, guess what? He is responsible for making sure that happens. And when there's a big storm, journeyman linemen from all over the country come together and go to where that storm is to make sure people's power gets on as quickly and easily and safely as possible. He's been to hurricanes, and now there's of course winter snowstorms out east, and he's heading out for one of those today. So he has to pack up all his tools of the trade, all the tools that are important for him to be able to do his job, and take them with him. And we have to have those ourselves. We have to have tools and equipment and strategies and processes and systems and techniques that are appropriate, that help us to do our job. One of the biggest tools right now that's coming online is AI, artificial intelligence. Have you looked at it? Are you looking at it? Are you asking yourself, how could this be used to help me supersize and grow my business? Because there's tools coming out all the time, right? There's new apps, and the apps are tools that we can use to run our business. I have several apps that I use to run my business and make it easier. There's a lot of computer programs and courses and things that we can use to make our life easier. I have tools that I specifically love to use in different areas and aspects of my life. I talked about one of those in this year's annual challenge, the Get Your Goals annual challenge, something called flip books. Now, most of us have been exposed to flip books sometime during our life, at least as kids, comics and flip books where you flip through and you see the action happen as you flip through the pages of it, or as you fan the pages of it. But I use those as a tool for personal growth, personal development in different areas and aspects of my life. And I talked about how I've done that and the power of that. I actually wrote a book, and it's on Amazon, called Flipbook. Ooh, so imaginative. But all this idiom means is it's the skills and the instruments and the tools and other equipment that you need in order to do what it is that you do. And it's slightly different for each and every one of us, depending on what our job is, depending what our business is, depending on what functions and what roles we fill in our organization right now. The tools that are required are different depending on our role, right? And what we're doing and what we're trying to accomplish. So today I was thinking about, well, what are my favorite tools of my current trade? And I would say that questions, and guess what? Questions are an incredible tool, and gratitude are two of my personal favorite tools. Why? Because I'm appreciating everything that is and creating more of that in my life. Gratitude is like one of those secret weapons that so many people don't use, and everyone can. It's kind of like goal setting. Every human being on the planet has the innate ability to set goals and think about what we want. Yet, I would ponder a guess that maybe 3 to 10% of the population actually uses those tools on a regular basis. It could be far less. I don't know. It's not something that statisticians are going to measure, probably because there's no way to make money on it. Anyway, I guess I'm a little jaded today. So share in the comments below today, please. What are some of your favorite tools of the trade? I've got literally hundreds and hundreds or thousands of tools that I use as I go about my different businesses and as I go about consulting with different businesses. But we all have our few favorites. I know coaches that love the DISC analysis. I know coaches that love Myers-Briggs still. I know coaches that use different computer frameworks and tools. I have my own frameworks that I use, that I help people work their way through to get the results and create what they want. So share in the comments below your favorite tool of the trade right now. Maybe just one. Trying to see. I guess I put questions and gratitude, continuous improvement, processes, systems, and automation are some of my favorite. but I was recently working with an organization that had no systems that they were actually using consistently. It's an industry that's based on chaos. And before you can automate something, you have to have a system for how you do it over and over again. And then you can automate that process. But until you figure out the chaos and how you're going to handle it, it's just more chaos. You just get exponential chaos if you automate a system that is not optimized first. And we're continually improving our processes and systems, but we definitely don't want to step to delegation and automation before we're clear on what it is that we're doing with something. All right, I'm meandering. Have a great day. If I can help you, you may ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. Where did it come from? Guess I didn't say where this one came from. It's been around since tools have been around and since different trades have existed. You know, think back in the days, if you were a blacksmith, you had tools of the trade, right? If you were a knight, you had armor and swords and usually people to help you get that on, and that was a tool of your trade. All right, have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.